welcome back to another vlog. As you guys know, these past few months I've been really trying to focus on getting through my physical TBR and not so much going crazy buying books. Like, I still love buying books. It's so good for my soul to buy books, but I feel like last year I went to Barnes & Noble at least once a week and ordered on Amazon new books every other day, which led me to have a bunch of books just sitting in a corner collecting dust because I couldn't read them fast enough. So this year I'm focusing a lot more on getting through my physical TBR, and these past couple months I've been uploading reading vlogs of me doing just that. So this video is basically going to be part 3 of me getting through my physical TBR. I might read some books on the Kindle app as well. I haven't really decided yet because there are some books that I downloaded that I do want to read. But yeah, we're starting off this vlog with Defy Me. This is the 5th book in the Shatter Me series. I've been reading the Shatter Me series for almost a year now, and it's taken me almost a year because there's like 6 or 7 books in this whole series, not including the novellas. But also I've been enjoying this series so much that I haven't really wanted to finish it. I don't want the series to come to an end because I love the characters so much. So I've been putting off finishing off this series. However, there's so many good series that I'm actually in the middle of, or a series that I want to start. So it's just time for me to finish the Shatter Me series and move on with my life because, like I said, there's just so many other books that I want to get to. But yeah, this is the 5th book in the Shatter Me series. If you're unfamiliar with the Shatter Me series, it basically follows a main character named Juliet who has a special power where if she touches anyone, she kills them. It's also dystopian fantasy / romance. Juliet has this special gift. If she touches anyone, they die. And there's this new world order called the Reestablishment that basically, my cat's going crazy, that basically wants to use Juliet's power for their own agenda, and it's not a good agenda. So obviously Juliet is not for that and she's trying to fight them. But it's a really good series with so many different characters that I absolutely love. Like, I love Kenji, Juliet, Warner has my absolute heart. Just so many good characters. The story, the romance is 10 out of 10 in these books. So I'm going to start the 5th one today. I believe that this one takes place exactly where the last one left off. I might include some spoilers because I can't really talk about this book without spoiling the other books in the series since it's already the 5th book of the series. Keep that in mind. If you haven't read the series and you are thinking of reading it, maybe skip this part and fast forward. I don't know if I'm going to be including spoilers, but I'm just mentioning it in case I do include spoilers because I don't know. My goal is to finish this book today. I feel like I can do it because these books are pretty easy to read. So I'm going to focus on reading this book while my baby boy naps. So anytime he naps, I'll be reading. And let's see how it goes, I guess. Alright, you guys, there literally has been bombshell after bombshell in this book. So much has been happening that I don't even know. Like, it's so fast paced and I'm really loving that because the last book in the series was a lot more slow paced, a lot more build up, I guess, to kind of prepare us readers for the next 3 books in the series. But this one is just so much more fast paced, and like I said, so much has been happening. So many truths have been revealed. Things that I thought were going to be happening in this book are not happening. Twists that I thought were gonna happen are not coming true. Like, everything that I thought that was going to happen in this book based on what I read in the previous books in the series has been wrong. And I love that because it's keeping me at the edge of my seat. Like, I'm so invested in this book now. Like, I want to know what's going to happen next. Also getting multiple POVs in this book. We're even getting Kenji's POV, which if you have watched any of my other reading vlogs where I've read some of the books in this series, you would know that I absolutely adore Kenji. He's one of my favorite characters in this book. He's like top 2. Warner is probably the character that I love the most, then Kenji, then Juliet. I'm so excited that we're getting his point of view, and we're also getting Warner's point of view. We're getting Juliet's point of view. We're also seeing little glimpses of their past, well, of Juliet's and Warner's past, which has been interesting, and it's very different from the other books. It's helping me better understand Warner and Juliet's relationship. I actually haven't read the novellas. I just didn't really feel the need to, but I feel like these flashbacks that are happening are definitely helping me understand their relationship a lot more, which has been fun. So let's keep on reading. We need to to talk about Defy Me because this was such a good book. I'm obsessed with this series. I liked it way better than the fourth book. I felt like the fourth book was a lot slower and not much happened. I understand that the fourth book was meant to set up the next couple books in the series, so it wasn't meant to be like super adventurous or to have a lot going on. So it was pretty slow, but this one had so much going on. I feel like there were things happening on every chapter. When I thought that I could guess a plot twist, I was proven wrong, and it was just such a really good book. I also really like that we got multiple POVs in the chapters because it made the book feel that much faster. It felt like I was flying through this book, and I love that we got Kenji's POV because I love his character so much. Like, he has my entire heart, and I'm so happy that we finally got to see more of his character in this book. Also, his friendship with Juliet is so wholesome. I love that they're best friends. I love them together, and I can always count on Kenji to call out Juliet when she's being unreasonable or being just like, I don't know, childish. Like, he calls her out on her bullshit all the time, and I live for that. And don't even get me started on Warner. Absolutely adore him. It's so crazy how much I hated him in the first book. I was 100% Team Adam in the first book, and now everything has changed. Like, I'm 100% Team Warner. Like, him and Juliet need to be endgame. I don't really like Adam at all. Like, his character just took a nosedive for me. Like, just when I think he's about to redeem himself, he does something so stupid or so shady, and I'm just like, why are you acting this way? I think I give this book a 4.75. It's almost a 5-star rating. Honestly, it could be a 5-star rating. Maybe I shouldn't even give this book a rating yet until like I really sit with my thoughts on it, but I enjoy this book so much. I highly recommend, if you haven't started the Shatter Me series, to please start it because I feel like this series could be enjoyed by so many different types of readers. There's a little bit of everything. There's a little bit of romance, a little bit of adventure, a little bit of drama. This series is just perfection, and I can't wait to order the next book. I'm literally going to go on Amazon and order the next book immediately because I want to know how this series ends. Like, I'm ready to find out if all the characters in this book finally get their happily ever after. I hope so. They better. Okay, so up next, I'm going to be reading Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This is actually the sequel or spin-off to Part of Your World. It follows one of my favorite characters that we were first introduced in Part of Your World, Brianna, and this is basically her love story. I think this is a little bit of enemies to lovers and maybe fake dating. I don't know. I've tried to stay away from spoilers because I wanted to really enjoy this book. I didn't want to know what people were thinking about it, what people were saying about it. So I am going to this book completely unaware of anything regarding it, basically. So I'm really excited. I really did enjoy Part of Your World, so I feel like I'm going to really love this one, especially since I loved Brianna in Part of Your World, and this is her love story, so I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this one. At least that's my hope. We shall see. I'm going to start this today. Ignore the fact that I bended the cover. That's really annoying. Can I just say how much I love Jacob already? He already has my heart. I also love him because I relate to him so much. My baby playing in the background. I relate to him so much because he has anxiety and I also have anxiety. Everything he's saying that he feels about anxiety and social anxiety, I feel, especially when it comes to interacting with people. Hi, buddy. Like, sometimes I've been in situations where I've come across as like mean or bitchy, but in reality, it's just my anxiety, and my anxiety sometimes makes me like go into a shell. So I can relate to Jacob pretty hard, and I love him already. Like, I already loved Brianna, but now I love Jacob, and I haven't loved a male main character in a book in a hot minute. I feel like I've been reading a lot of books with toxic male main characters, and Jacob is just a sweetheart, so he's like a breath of fresh air. I'm at the part of the book where Jacob and Brianna are leaving little notes to one another at work, and it's just the cutest thing ever. I'm loving their chemistry. I haven't read a romance book in a hot minute where I love both the main characters so much. I'm reading this book with a smile on my face. Like, literally, I have not stopped smiling since starting this book. I love it so much already. Amy is such an annoying character. I still have Vampire Diaries playing in the background. Hold on. Amy is such an annoying character, and she has the audacity to act like she cares for Jacob after she hurt him the way that she did. Girl, please go somewhere. Leave Jacob alone. He's doing fine without you. He's thriving without you. I don't like her character at all. Like, nope. Nope, 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 nope. All right, you guys. I finished yours truly. Also, ignore me bopping around with baby boy because this is the only way. Hi, buddy. Hold on. Also, ignore my appearance. It's been a rough morning, but I finished yours truly last night, and honestly, this is a 5-star rating for me. It was such a good freaking book. It restored my faith in the romance genre. I'm not even being dramatic. I've been feeling kind of frustrated and underwhelmed with a lot of the romance books that I've been reading lately. They just haven't been hitting, you know? They've been having a lot of toxic male characters, or I just didn't really connect with the storyline or the character. And I've just been having a hard time finding a romance book that makes me want to keep on reading and that makes me fall in love with their love story. And when I tell you that this book had me smiling from the very first page until the very end, it truly did. There were a lot of deep topics that were discussed in this book, and I would highly suggest to look up trigger warnings beforehand. There's cheating involved, there's anxiety involved, there's miscarriages involved. So if those topics are triggering for you, maybe skip out on this book. But that's actually one of the reasons why I enjoyed this book so much, because not only is it a romantic comedy, so obviously you have the funny moments, but there were also a lot of deep moments and a lot of important messages in this book. Obviously, one that I've talked about a lot throughout this vlog, which is anxiety. The male main character deals with a lot of anxiety and panic attacks, and I love when authors write the male main character with anxiety, just because I feel like it breaks down the stigma that men don't suffer from mental health issues when they absolutely do. So I love that, and obviously I related to the male main character Jacob for that reason, because I also have anxiety. So a lot of the things that he was going through in the book, I have gone through at some point in my life. And then I feel like a lot of females could relate to Brianna as well, and I just loved her character growth, and I just loved her character so much. I feel like Jacob is going to be he is my new book boyfriend. Like, I love him so much. He is perfection. I literally have zero complaints about him whatsoever. He's just so wholesome, just a wholesome character. He and Brianna just go perfectly well together. I love them. I feel like Jacob is more of a laid back male main character, very chill, very sweet, and Brianna is just like this bulldozer that doesn't take crap from anyone, will not let anyone slander Jacob in front of her, which I love, because same girl, same. Love them together. I love this story. Loved it, loved it, loved it. This book is 10 times better than Part of Your World. It's definitely a 5-star book for me. I'm definitely going to be rereading this because I finished it last night, and this entire morning I've just been thinking about this book. Like, I want to start reading it again. That's how much I loved it, and that hasn't happened to me in a hot minute. So this book deserves 10 stars, 100 stars, 1,000 stars, because it was just so amazing. Clearly you guys can tell how much I loved it because I'm still smiling about it. On a side note, this is the second time in 2023 that I started rewatching Vampire Diaries. I have a problem. Anyways, another thing that I liked about this book was that it was actually not super spicy. There were like maybe 2 spicy scenes in this book, and they're not even that spicy. Like, it wasn't graphic, it wasn't cringy or anything, and I appreciate that, because if you have been watching my videos like these last couple weeks, I've mentioned a couple times that I really want to take a break from spicy novels. I'm just not loving them lately, and I really like that this book wasn't super spicy or had a bunch of graphic scenes in it. If you want to read a cute little rom-com with some deep topics in it, definitely check out yours truly. I cannot recommend this book enough. I absolutely loved it. I highly recommend for you guys to check it out. But that is pretty much it for this reading vlog. I have a baby that needs me, a cat that needs me, so I'm going to end off this vlog here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.